So this is an instructional piece about how to take care of pictures on the camera here. So first of all, you're going to load up a card by taking this little door, putting it down. You can take one of these cards and put it down, making sure it's pushed down all the way here. You push it in and you close it. Then you turn on the camera right here. There's an on button right there. You turn it on, and then you also make sure that this flash is to standby, STB. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take pictures. First of all, I'm going to start off and do pictures we normally do of the face in the mouth. And the settings on that we're going to end up using is, if you see right here, you have basically two areas to be concerned about. One is, this is the shutter release right here. But if you're going to be taking, we want to change what's called the aperture. So right here is this little button here, this little sliding thing is going to change these down. So what you do is you push this little button down here. Let's see, which one is it? There we go. So this button right here, as we bring this button around, we go to 38. Right there it says 38. That button is to be used for any of the photos that are up close photos. We pretty much keep that standard for all the manual photos. We do all these pictures in manual mode, so we have to actually adjust our distance that we go back and forth between the patient until it's clear. So for the first few pictures that we take, we're going to end up doing it with the first picture is with the patient with their lips at rest, and to do that we set the camera here to 38 and 38 here, and we also will keep it, if you push this button here, it's a plus minus, I do that at 0 to start with. And so what we'll do is then the next setting we do is right here is you're going to do what's called 1.5. If we look right here in the yellow, there's a number 1.5, and that number depends on the distance on the width of the picture. So we go in and we go in and out until we just see the patient's lips and teeth. And the first picture is we just slowly close this button down, and then boom, it'll take a picture. And with first of all with the lips at rest, and then the second picture is with the lips fully smiling. The third picture is with the patients with the retractors in their mouth and pulling their lips out. And then once that's like that, we do the side pictures from one angle to the other side. So we have basically 5 pictures of the front teeth. And then we use our mirror with the retractors in the mouth, and that will, when we do that, we then take this button here, we push this button down, and I usually click this till it says plus 1.5. 1.5, you can see right there. You push that button down and you move this lever till it says 1.5 there. The next one you're going to do is you're going to have holding, for example, this. You're going to put a ear in here, and you're going to position like that. You're going to have him right down all the way, then open a little bit. I said bite down all the way, then open them a little bit. One picture of each of those, and you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to hold 2 of them, but I just only have one hand here. Do this, bite down all the way, let the mirror in, take a picture looking at the mirror, and then open, and then so you can take 2 of those. And then the last picture you're going to take is going to be or the last 2 pictures intraorally is you're going to have this in the mouth, pulling the lips back like this. You can take this large mirror, heat it up, and that one. So you're going to take 2 more of that. On those last 2 pictures, you're going to change the settings. And the settings that you're going to use is you're going to make this on the yellow to 1 3/4 right there. And then you're also going to take the plus and minus, this plus minus, which is the plus minus button there. You push that button in, and it'll be at 3. And so you toggle, you go back and forth with this to 3, all the way to 3, and that'll brighten up your pictures. So you take 2 pictures with those 2 in there. And then the last one you're going to do is take photos. We're going to set the numbers at 1.5 for the first 5 pictures, and at 0, so at 0 plus or minus 0. So you're going to have the patient hold their lips in like this, okay? You're going to this, and they're going to hold that like that. The first picture you're going to take is with a at rest. You can say M, and then they're just going to relax their lips like this. You take a picture like this. Then you take one with the full smile. Then you come over here and you take a picture from an angle like this. Then another picture from here. And all those are exactly at those first 5 are of the same exact settings. The next ones, you're going to heat up this mirror. You're going to heat this mirror up in hot water and dry it off. And then you're going to have the patient hold these. You're going to position it so they're going to hold this like this, okay? And then they're going to just, you can take a picture of this, lighting down all the way, then open a little bit, okay? And you take 2 more that way. Then the next one you're going to do is you're going to have holding, for example, this. You're going to put a ear in here, and you're going to position it like that. You're going to have him right down all the way, then open a little bit. I said bite down all the way, then open them a little bit. 1 picture of each of those, and you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to hold 2 of them, but I just only have 1 hand here. Do this, bite down all the way, let the mirror in, take a picture looking at the mirror, and then open, and then so you're going to take 2 of those. And then the last picture you're going to take is going to be of, or the last 2 pictures intraorally, is you're going to have this in the mouth, pulling the lips back like this. You can take this large mirror, heat it up, and that one. So you're going to take 2 more of that. On those last 2 pictures, you're going to change the settings. And the settings that you're going to use is you're going to make this on the yellow to 1 3/4 right there. And then you're also going to take the plus and minus, this plus minus, which is the plus minus button there. You push that button in, and it'll be at 3. And so you toggle, you go back and forth with this to 3, all the way to 3, and that'll brighten up your pictures. So you take 2 pictures with those 2 in there. And then the last one you're going to do is a portrait picture. Okay, so the portrait picture, you're going to turn on this right here, this light bulb, this switch. That's going to turn on the strobe light. The strobe light here is at the top, right above the light area. And what that will do is that will go ahead and take that picture. You want to position yourself in the middle of the door, pretty much right here. There's a doorway here to the office, and pretty much with this picture right here. All right, and so you're going to put yourself there, and you're going to have the patient sit down in the chair, and you're going to be aiming it down just slightly when you take that picture. So when the patient is sitting down like that, you're going to take, what you're going to do is you're going to take this, and you're going to push this little button here in like this, and then you're going to move it to automatic, to the letter A, automatic. Okay? Then you're going to take this off. You pull this off here like this, and then you take this setting here, which is your aperture. So you're going to move this to 9.5. I'm going to move this down to this F, says f9.5. All right, and then this one here is at 0. So you push the plus minus here, and you turn that till it gets to the number 0. Okay, so number 0 for that, 9.5 for the F, and then you're going to hold this off. And when you take the picture, you're going to hold this button here halfway down, and it will automatically zoom in and out. And you're going to just frame the picture, and then when you're ready to take the picture, you just frame the picture nicely. You have the patient have a nice big smile, and then you go ahead and take that picture with this thing just above it. I find it works best if this is just sitting above it like that. You have a patient with doing just a regular look like this, and then with a big smile. And that'll get a nice view of all the pictures that we do need for a nice complete photo. So you're going to get a total of 13 pictures, which are 2 occlusals, 1, 2, smile, a relaxed lip, smile here from the side, that's 4. And then you're going to retract, you can do a biting down, and then open a little bit, that's 6. Then you can do an occlusal, that's 8. And then you do them from the sides, open a little bit and close a little bit. So it comes out to be 13.